Dre, I know you didn't mention Mitchell Robinson. He he's had a struggle as you mentioned. What, he had 5 fouls tonight? Was it
Yeah, he had 5 fouls quick, and I saw a
five
couple of them
fouls?
look like he's doing it on purpose. It looked like he just doesn't care. He just has. It just looks like one of those little immature things where he just does it. You're looking at him like, yo, just slow down, like just think for a second.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And and then he picked up 5 fouls, but he ended up playing the game and ending it out. Like, Thibodeau left him out there. Of course, it's a preseason game,
You gotta
exhibition
learn.
game.
You gotta
Like,
learn.
yeah.
That flagrant that he got, do you think it should have been ruled a
He was
flagrant?
stuck. He got stuck out there, and then he landed like.
But
early.
But you shouldn't even been in that position.
Right.
Number one, that wasn't even your defender. That's the problem. That's the problem that I've had with how he gets his fouls. You're already in the air, then you're saying, "Damn, I shouldn't have done this."
Right.
You're in the NBA now. You can't do that.
Yeah, you
can't do that.
Go.
Like you said, like where were you going? Where were you going if he did jump? It would have been a foul anyway.
Either way, it'd have been a foul.
Right.
So you throw your entire body up in the air to the point where Blake goes like this into you.
Yeah.
It's in your midsection. You're that high.
You're humping him on the shoulder.
So that's a 7-footer. You don't ever need to jump that high.
And it's Blake Griffin. Like
and it's Blake Griffin. He's not jumping anymore.
Yeah, he's not doing nothing. He's doing that to draw fouls so he could go to the line. He's not trying to.
Absolutely, 1,000% every time, every single time. So until Mitch learns how to keep himself, it's discipline. It's just.
But I think people expect him to get these dynamic blocks. So when he saw that, he had the opportunity, he was just like, yeah, this is my time. That's why he went off of his defender to try to get that block.
Man.
But that's why Noel got to start over him.
He was salivating for that block. Yeah,
he wanted it.
You could see why Noel is seasoned. He chills.
Poised, yep.
Yeah, he's poised and he's got that over him. And I don't mind that because Noel may not be a starting center for other teams. You see he's frail looking, but he's defensive minded, but he doesn't do like dumb stuff.
Yeah. They're literally the same player. I think there's just more potential.
They do similar things.
It's more potential with Mitch and just more experience with Noel.
Did we talk about Randall?
We tried to skip over Randall as much as we could. No, I'm just kidding. We didn't talk about Randall. What? Go ahead.
We got to talk about him.
Gotta let you lead up. We didn't talk about Randall. That's on me.
Randall, he's one of those guys where he's either hot or cold. And tonight, I feel that
he's both
at the same time, right? How crazy! But tonight, one thing that I liked about him is he was ready to run. I mentioned this to you guys earlier. He got an a defensive rebound, and he started to run, and it looked like the rest of the team was just jogging, and he was just like, "Come on, guys!" And he sped up, and he did about, I want to say 4 or 5 times tonight. And each time resulted in some type of scoring, whether he scored off of the fast break or he went to the line and scored. So that is something that I like to see.
Yeah.
And even though it sometimes looked like, all right, man, hold up, maybe you should slow up a little bit, like he was able to get something out of it. And it's cool if he is able to get something out of it, but if it turns into like a turnover or just a really ugly possession, then it's kind of like, yo, what are you doing? So it goes right back into that hot and cold thing. So tonight it worked for him. Is it going to work every night? Of course not. But, I like to see that energy coming from him.
Yeah, like you said, the energy is what I like. One of the things was they called that foul on him because, Blake was on him and he hit his head. He hit Blake's face with his head.
Yeah.
He was doing one of these moves.
Yeah.
And when he did that move, like he's supposed to have that space. Like so he kept going back and forth. He got the technical. And I remember sitting there, I was sitting next to my wife and she don't care. But I'm over there. I'm saying it anyway. I'm like, watch next time he get the ball. He gonna go crazy. What happened? He grabbed a rebound or something and ran all the way down fast. Yeah. And I like that type of aggression. And I think he scored the ball or whatever. He ain't do a spin move. And he scored. And I like to see that because when you have like a big man like that, that's when it's like you said, you got to have these dudes running, these younger kids. Like, listen, if he's running like this, get with him, run with him. So you got your big man running like that. You know, he power forward / small. He's a power forward, right? He ain't a small forward at all. He don't play that. I think he might play the 5 here and there. But for him to run like that is dope. But then a lot of times he just seems like that nutty friend you got where you just can't tell him to chill. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, chill, Julius, chill. He won't chill. Just like
I got this
today. Yeah, it's just like he won't stop. And he's gonna do another spin move. Like, yo, just go at it. Don't spin this time, though. Don't spin. And then he spin. You be like, yo, you can't tell him nothing. You know, and it's just real wild. So it's funny to see sometimes when he does the spin move after we say, and he did a spin move today and lost the ball again.
Yeah.
Like you said, Josh, he drives into traffic and that's when he passes the ball out, only when he's in trouble. He's not finessing it or getting a dime because he's being creative with it. He's just running.
Right.
And it's like, come on, man. You know, so
you can't take an arrow out of his quiver, man. That spin move is there. It's one of his moves. He's not gonna drop it.
Yeah. I'm curious to see because, you know, again, I look at this from a coaching standpoint. I guess like some kids, you just can't tell them nothing, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering what coach is thinking like when he's shooting these threes and when he's doing these spin moves. And it's like, there he go again. Or do you just bench him or whatever the case? But like I said, it looks like somewhere in that organization that he's the guy.
Like, you know, like I said earlier, he's the guy because we have to maintain his value if we want to do anything with him, you know, trade-wise. You can't lower his value because it'll be harder for you to trade him. And his contract is already not the most desirable contract for the player you're getting back. Mm-hmm. So you got to make him look like he's good at what he does. So there's going to be a lot of them playing him, even when we don't want to see it. Even when coach doesn't want to put him out there, but he's on the roster. You have to play him. So I like what Julius Randle does in terms of he's another guy you don't have to motivate to play. Right. But like you said, I noticed, I mentioned last time, I don't like the fact that it looks like he only passes when he doesn't have a shot or when he's getting into trouble. So that being said, he had a pretty decent game. We had 18 points. I think he made 9 free throws out of those 18, which means he only made 4 shots, and one of them was a 3-pointer. It wasn't pretty. He only made 4 shots the entire game, if you look at it like that. With as much as he had the ball in his hands and was driving and trying to create something, that's really all he came up with. But that's what we got right now. We got to maintain his value. He's got to go out there. He's got to lead us. He's our best player, and he has to play like it. So until he's not our best player, we're gonna be hard on him, unfortunately. Okay. But that was our Julius Randle segment because it's hard to talk about him as if we are excited as we were last year. Because it's more of the same.
I am excited about him though. It's just he just scares me.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where I do want to see what Thibodeau decides to do with him, how he uses him, because it looks like he's starting. You can't start anybody over him.
Yeah, you can't. You have to play him.
You got to play him.
He's your best player.
Yeah, he's at that position. He's the best player. Obi Toppin can't touch him just yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Of course you have other guys, Nerlens and those guys. They play a different position. But Kevin Knox is not trying to make a case for himself. It doesn't seem. Mm-hmm. Not that he's at his position either.
Right.
But he just seems like he's one of him and RJ. Yeah, it is RJ. Him and RJ are the only ones that are like who seem like a lock. And it looks like, speaking of point guards, it looks like it's Peyton's job to lose. It doesn't look like anybody else is really giving a case for.
Yeah.
It looks like those 3 are our starters. And it looks like Nerlens is the center.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's the power forward. Julius. He's the power forward. And then as far as the other positions, I'm not even really sure. Well, RJ is our shooting guard, and it looks like Peyton.
Yeah.
Alfred Payton is our.
Did Payton even do anything tonight? What did he do tonight?
He just started, but he looks solid. He doesn't come in there. He's just solid. And
Peyton had 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 8.
But he's not playing. They showing everybody. So I feel like he didn't get any minutes because they already decided.
Yeah, that's what
they wanted to see how the other guys are going to handle it. I believe that this game would have had a different turnout if he did play the minutes he's going to end up really getting.
Yeah.
But this is the same thing for all of these other teams also. Who knows what Detroit is doing out there.
Yeah.
It could be, who knows, you know?
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. When's our next game actually? Is there any
Wednesday.
Against the Cavs. Oh, that'll be fun. That should be fun. We get Wednesday against the Cavs and then Friday against the Cavs. So that's all we got. Thank you once again for tuning into God Up Knicks podcast. I guess you guys will see us after the next game, hopefully, if not Friday.
Absolutely, man.
All right. Yeah, have a good one. Peace, y'all.
Peace.